What's up, my G's, and welcome back to my Dragon Quest journey, the series where I explore the worlds and stories of the Dragon Quest franchise. In today's video, we finally take a look at the trailers that were released for the Dragon Quest The Adventures of Dai anime remake. This anime is what made me want to start my journey into the Dragon Quest franchise. I'll try my best to include as much as I can about the trailer without giving anybody a reason to copy strike this video. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button down below, and don't forget to drop a comment. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of my videos. It really helps with the channel's growth, and I really appreciate it. And with all that said and done, let's jump right in. I'm not sure if it was actually released, but I did get to watch it on the Japanese livestream where they showed the two trailer-like videos that weren't very long. Every shot from the first video was taken from the first 5 chapters of the manga. We start off with the lightning strikes and the dragon from the opening of the anime that originally aired in 1991, as well as a raging ocean during a storm with a small rowboat heading towards an island. We move on to my favorite part. Princess Leona and Dai are in the cave that Baron trapped them in. Princess Leona is laying on the ground passed out, and Dai is standing there starting to rage out, feeling helpless. His forehead starts to shine, and we get a nice shot of the crown on his head shattering from his powers. Immediately after the crown shatters, Dai is enveloped in a super cool aura that looks like Super Saiyan Blue, and he's in the powering up stance as well, and it just looked freaking cool. And then the music starts hitting, it just made it feel so much better. And then following that up was Dai pulling his sword out and swinging it, and the animation for that was just beautiful. The next clip we get is Avin Sensei and Pop on a rowboat, traveling to Monster Island, and we get a nice shot of Pop shooting a fire spell towards the camera, and that also looked pretty good, especially because of all the colors. Immediately afterwards, we get a shot of Princess Leona shooting a fire spell to protect Dai, and the spell looked like something right out of Dragon Ball Z. Afterwards, we see Avin pulling his hand back, shining with an aura all around him, and his hand is mostly glowing. He throws his hand out, and we see that it was him setting up the barrier on Monster Island to protect it from the Demon King's will. The animation looked crisp, and the colors really popped with the glowing effect. That is then followed up with Dai jumping and dodging some massive attacks from the Demon Scorpion that was summoned by Baron. That part just looked so clean and fluid. The way the Scorpion took its time to hit the ground really helped show the force of his claws compared to the anime from 1991. It just looks so much better. It then shows up with Dai swinging around using a lightning spell on the battle machine that Baron tried to use to kill Dai and Brass. And the way the camera moved when he was getting ready to use the attack just looked really fluid and dynamic. The lightning attack itself looked really awesome with really bright colors and really beautiful animation. And then we get a really awesome shot of the Demon King standing up from his throne in a silhouette, mysterious and very devious looking, with his eyes glowing red. Following that was Dai standing with his aura flowing around him, that leads into a close-up of the mark of the dragon on his forehead, shining bright. And then the camera swings around like he's getting ready to use a lightning attack, probably the one from the other shot. We finally end with Gome flying up into the sky, with a transition into the Dragon Quest logo, and I have to admit, they did a really good job building up the hype for the upcoming anime. After a couple of minutes, they show some more footage, and I don't know if it was part of the trailer, but it looked equally as good. We get actual shots of the Demon King Hadlar fighting with someone, but they don't really show who it is. It could be a young Avin, or even Dai from later episodes. They didn't show much of the fight either, but they did show a quick ending where Hadlar falls to the ground after being sliced by what looks to be an Avin's trash, and that looked pretty amazing. There's also a nice shot where Dai arrives to Monster Island as a baby in a little basket in the middle of a storm, where Brass picks him up. And we also get an even more beautiful clip where the island seems to be blown up, and out of the explosion comes someone holding a girl flying towards the screen, like Superman saving Lois Lane. I don't know who or what happened, but it looked really awesome. It kind of reminded me of the Dragon Ball Super episode where Goku fights Android 17 while recruiting him for the Tournament of Power. Compared to the original anime from 1991, this looks so much more crisp, and the colors were bright, kind of like how Dragon Ball Super was. I can't wait to see more, and I'm sure we'll get at least one more trailer before the anime debuts in the fall. And I hope that one has more visuals of the Demon King Hadlar and his elite demon army. They announced an October release date for the anime, and 25 episodes. I don't know if it's overall or if it's just a seasonal thing. The original anime ran for 46 episodes, and the manga had 349 chapters, so I doubt 25 episodes is all they're gonna give us. All in all, I think these trailers were awesome, and they did its job perfectly. They even released trailers for different Dragon Quest games that they are releasing soon that are based on the anime, and I might do a video about those as well. I'm currently in the middle of playing Dragon Quest V, and while that's happening, I figured I'd make a little video about the trailer because after all, this is the reason I started my journey in the first place. In a couple of months, hopefully we'll see the anime, and I can't wait to see it. I hope you guys will continue to join me on my journey into the worlds and stories of the Dragon Quest franchise, and I'll see you next time with the next Dragon Quest video. Peace out, my G's.